And then just this past summer, I was working at my school. I was a lifeguard because I was taking summer classes and I needed a little money. And I had a long shift. It was like a 12-hour shift with a friend of mine, personal friend I knew from before. And long story short, we're working in a pool deck, and we have it's like a radio where there's an aux cord put in our music. And I was like, do you want to put in music? And she was like, no, you can do it. So I was like, okay. So I have this Christian music channel, a lot of like just upbeat songs like Lecrae, Andy Mineo, and just a whole wide variety. And the music was just going. And there was one song, I forgot what it was, something about like, I think You Are Loved or something. And I was just like kind of just singing to the music, and we were next to each other, and like I just like said her name, and I was like, You Are Loved, but I said it like in a, as if I was singing the song. And she was like, I like this music. She was like, it's very positive. I'm like, yeah, I don't listen to music that's like degrading. I'm not into that stuff. And then there was another part of the song that made reference to God, and she was like, I don't get how people can believe in a God. I was like, and I was like, well, I mean, I won't go into too much detail, but that just created a conversation, and little by little, just her asking me questions, me asking her questions, just getting to know her life, and her getting to know mine. At the end of the day, after about 10 hours, we were about to all pack up and leave, and I felt a nudge in my heart, like, pray with her. Just offer to pray with her. And so I asked, I was like, before we leave, would you be comfortable if I just prayed first? And she was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to do though. I don't pray. Because mind you, she had like no real foundation in what Christianity was, who Jesus was. And so I'm like, all right, well, people usually, when they pray, because she was like, do I go like this or like this? And I was like, well, I mean, people do different things. God's not too concerned about your hands, but people generally can go like this to receive something, whatever it might be, or go like this to kind of just like to pour out to God, give to Him. And she was like, I want to do this. And that took me back. I'm like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah, I want to give it to God. I was like, let's back up for a second. Let me make sure that we're on the same page here. I'm like, people do that to kind of give God what's on their heart. And if it's their first time, it's giving God their heart. And she was like, yeah, I want to try to give God my heart. And I had never been in that situation before that I was just like, what? God is serious? I thought it was a joke. But I was like, all right, I'm going to respond to that. And so, just really reiterated the gospel, and we prayed together, and I had given her a Bible that I had in my car, which happened to be a New Believer's Bible. And so she gave her life to Jesus right that day. And it was never something that had ever happened to me before. Never really thought that God could use me that way. But it was so beautiful to see. And just how God, was just pulling on her heart and then moving me in that direction. And, me responding to it. It was just a beautiful culmination of the power of God.